Hi, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to divide your page into 6 and then enter in lots of different elements. So I'm going to go to Insert, Table, and I'm going to select 2 columns by 3 rows. Now you can choose any amount you like, it's completely up to you, but I'm going to show you how you can fit them onto your page. So let's select the whole table. You can do that by clicking this square at the top here, or just click and drag and select the whole table. Go up to Layout and then go to Height here, and this will change the height of these rows. So I want them to spread right across the page to the bottom. So I'm going to select 7 centimeters and press Enter. Now I can try 8 and press Enter. That works. If I press 9 and press Enter, it creates another page. So I'll just go back to 8 and press Enter. So to insert different features, it's really quite simple. You'd insert them in the same way that you would if you were inserting them into your document, but I'll just show you how to crop them and make them fit and all the different things that you're able to do. So the first thing is some text. Now, of course, you can go ahead and you can just simply type in here if you want to. That's absolutely fine. But if you want a little bit of control, then I think it's better if you go to Insert and across to either text box or word art. Now I'm going to select word art because when you select word art, there's no border or background color to this box that the text is in. If you select a text box, it comes with a black border and a white background. I will use one of those later and I'll show you how that works, but just for now I'm just going to select this box here, and then all I'm going to do is copy and paste some text to go in here. And I'm just going to move that over. And the great thing about these boxes is that you can move them and adjust them. Now if I click away, you can see there's no border around the edge. So if your text doesn't fit, you can go to Home and you can either change the font or you can change the font size. You can use these 2 icons here, increase font size and decrease font size. Or you can use the drop down menu, or you can simply insert your figure by selecting it and just selecting the value you want. So I'm just going to go up to 16 again. And then of course you can change the color of your font if you want to, and use bold, italics and underline. Now you can see I've got my text center aligned, and that's this icon here. If you want it left aligned, it's this one, or right aligned, or justify, and you can make it into a square like this. So the next thing we're going to insert is a picture. Again, go to Insert, Picture, click on the drop down, and you've got a number of different options here. So I could pick it from my computer, but I'm just going to use these stock images that come with the Word software. So I'm going to enter food, and I'm going to select this lolly at the bottom here. Now this is a landscape image, and just click Insert. As you see, when I do that, everything goes bonkers, but don't panic. There's a really quick solution to solving this all. Just make sure your picture's still selected. Go to Picture Format, go to Wrap Text, click on the drop down and select In Front of Text. And then you can move this anywhere you like. And all I'm going to do is just resize the picture so it'll fit across the height of my box. So I just want it a little margin at the top here, a little margin at the bottom here, but so that it fits in the box, I'm actually going to crop it. Now I can squash it, but of course it will adjust the image itself. So what I'm going to do is select it, go to Picture Format, and then go along to the Crop tool. And as you can see, we've got these little black markers. I'm just going to hover my cursor over the black marker and just pull it inwards. And I'm going to roughly create the same margin on this side, and again on this side here, and then I can go ahead and center my image within that crop, and then once I'm happy, just hit the crop icon again, and you can see that my picture fits that space perfectly. Now you can use your cursor to move it around if it's not quite centered. Perfect. The next thing we're going to insert is an icon, so go to Insert, Icons, and then I'm just going to type in the search bar Science and select this one here and click Insert. And again, you can't move this around when it's first inserted, so go to Wrap Text in front of text, and then you can move and resize it. Again, you can move this around with your arrow, with your mouse. If it doesn't quite center, just use your arrow keys. Sometimes it takes a bit of nudging. Just keep moving it and it will adjust. It's about in the center there. And over here, we're going to insert some normal text in a text box, and I'll show you how to use bullet points. So go to Insert, Text Box, click on the drop down and select Draw Text Box. Then just click and draw out a text box. Now, if I click away, you can see we've got the border of this text box. And if I move it over that line, you see we've got a border and a white background. Now, often you don't want the border, so select the text box, go to Shape Format, go to Shape Outline, click on the drop down and select No Outline. And if you don't want the white background, go to Shape Fill, click on the drop down and select No Fill. Then all you need to do is double click inside, make sure your cursor's there, go to the Home tab and go along to the bullets. Now I'm just going to select a normal bullet point here. You can select numbers if you want to, but I'm just going to select bullets. And I'm just going to enter in my text. So once you have all your bullet points in, then we can just reduce the size of this box and then we can place it anywhere we want to in this cell here. And if you just click away, you can see that the margins to the right are a little bit smaller than the margins to the left. So again, we can just move that with our arrow key by sight. And then that's how you can put some bullet points in. Again, you can adjust all of this if you want to. Go to the Home tab, you can adjust all the fonts and the sizes and the colours, the underline and the bold as well. So we're going to put a little bit of artwork in here. So I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, and I'm going to select this curved, cornered or rounded rectangle. And then just click and drag out a rectangle. I'm going to roughly make that fit the size of the cell with a few margins around it, roughly like that. And I'm going to change the colour of this, so select it. I'm going to go to Shape Outline and select No Outline, then Shape Fill, and then I can select from any of these colours. I've also got some recent colours here. If you can't see the colour of your choice here, just click More Fill Colours, and you've got your colour wheel. You can move this cursor anywhere you like around your colour wheel to select a colour of your choice. And you can also use this slider to lighten or darken those colours. And the colour of your choice will be highlighted in this square here. And then once you're ready, just click OK. So I'm just going to go back up to my shape fill and I'm going to select this pink colour. And then I'm just going to make sure this is relatively centred. Again, using my mouse and my arrow keys. There we go. And inside here I'm going to put some fun text. So go to Insert, Word Art. I'm going to select this word art here. Move it over the top. There we go. I'm going to pop my text in and then I'm just going to stretch that out. There we go. Now we're going to go to the Home tab and customize the text. So I'm going to go to Big Book, which is another font that I like to use, and I'm going to reduce the size of that. Let's go to 30, maybe 32. Perfect. Now I'm going to customize this text, so select it, go to Shape Format, and then you can go over here. So let's just close these menus down. If you go to Shape Format and go along to Format Pane, just click on that Format Pane and you've got lots of different options here. We're currently on Shape Options, but we want to go to Text Options. So if we go to Text Options and you're on this icon here, so the text fill refers to the inside colour, the blue colour of the text. So let's just click on that drop down and you can see here we've got colour. So I'm just going to click on the drop down and select an internal colour of pink. And then I'm going to go to Text Outline and I'm going to go to Solid Line. And I'm going to change that colour, there we go, to that green. And I'm going to increase the width. So you've got width here, I'm going to increase that width. So as you can see, that text outline width is there and it's a little bit thicker. And then if we go to this icon here, then we can have shadows and reflections and glows and all sorts of stuff. So I'm just going to go to the shadow. I'm just going to go to the shadow, and then the colour, I'm going to change that colour to green as well. So we've got a full colour there. I'm going to reduce that blur, and then we can just increase that distance if we want to. You can see what difference that makes. Perfect. Now to make sure that this text is in the middle of this square, then all we need to do is select the text and then hold down the Command or Control key and select the box. You see now they're both selected. Go to Shape Format, go to Align, click on the drop down and select Align to Center, click on the drop down and select Align to Middle. And then you can go to Group and select Group, and now it's all one complete item. Perfect. And then finally we can actually insert another table into this cell if we want to. So go to Insert, Table, and I'm going to select 2 by, let's go to 7. There we go. Now you can see my cursor is just up here on the top left. If I press the Enter key, it means that I've got the capacity to then move this table. So if I grab this square here and I pull, you can just see there's a little outline which will allow me to move this table around. So I'm just going to leave it there a minute because I'm going to extend the height of these rows. So I'm going to select the whole table. So just click on this top left square, go to Layout, and on the height I'm just going to select 1 centimetre and press Enter, which I've now done. Now you can also see there's these blue shaded marks, and they lie at the top of the cell. And that means the text, if I type, the text will be at the top. Now I don't want that, I want all the text to be centered. So again I'm going to select the whole table, go to Layout, and then go to this section here. This allows you to put your text wherever you want within the cell. So these are like little cells, and you can see there's top, middle, align to center, which I will do, bottom center, left, right, etc. So I've aligned everything to the center. So now when I type, you can see how that will lie. And then again, I can type my text. I'm going to select this, copy it, Command or Control C. I'm going to highlight all of these cells, Command or Control V, and just paste it. Now you can see they've gone back up to the top of this cell. So I'm going to go back up to Layout and to Center Text and place them all back into the center. So that is how you can split your table into 6 and then insert a variety of different elements into that table or into those sections. I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please subscribe and have a great day.